All right, everybody, so here we are, lovely Childress, Texas, the lovely Walmart, one of the ones who still lets trucks park in their lot while you go grab some groceries. It's a follow-up to, honestly, whose fault is it? And some other things. So like I was saying, everyone bears some responsibility. There's no excuse for what that cop did. But I wanted to point some other things out. Some of them are going to anger you. Maybe outrage you. But if you think it through and you step back and you listen to what I have to say and you think about it, maybe you'll get the point I'm trying to make. So like I said, whose fault is it anyway? And that pretty much I'm fed up. I know a lot of America is. With a lot of the things that have been going on. Yes, there's a lot of racism in America, but it's a two-way street. There's a lot of things wrong. And, you can't just focus on the one and not the other if you want things to get better. So, like I was saying, whose fault is it anyway? So, I don't care if you're a drunk redneck driving home from a bar, you get pulled over, you get in a fight with the cop, he smashes your face into the pavement. Why should I care? Why? Who should care? You brought it upon yourself. You get in a fight with that cop and he ends up feeling like he has to shoot you. Whose fault is it? Why should I care? You're some meth head making meth in your trailer park in the middle of the cornfield in Iowa somewhere. The cops have had to deal with you before. You haven't learned your lesson. They kick your door in. There's a scuffle. They smash your face into the floor. Why should I care? Why? You're an adult. Why should I care? And I'm no angel. I did things wrong when I was younger and stuff and was involved in things I shouldn't have been. But there's a point where you reach an age where it's not acceptable anymore. Where if you don't turn away from that, whose fault is it? If you're still doing crap you shouldn't be doing when you're 40 years old, why should society care? Why? I got to a point where I had to step back and look at where I was and everything. We were so cool. We were the kings of the town. No, we weren't. We were the kings of Malfunction Junction, or the clowns of Malfunction Junction. You want to look at it now. Spend your time being cool and doing whatever and everything, and you're going nowhere. You're going absolutely nowhere. And that occurred to me, and I stepped back and I looked around, and I had to get away from it. That was it. You might have to get away from friends, family, whatever it is. It might be the people you hang with. It's just the culture you're in. You got to get away. You just move to the other side of town. If you can afford to, save up some money. There ain't no work there or something. You want a better job? Move somewhere. Look in the paper. Look online. Find you a better job. Start a new life. Start over. Stay away from that kind of crowd and those types of things. There's a saying in Islam that, more or less, God is ready, willing, and able to help you and to improve. And this is part of what jihad really means, is improving yourself, not what it's come to mean. The struggle to improve yourself and your community. And if everybody struggled to improve themselves, that would improve the community naturally. But he's waiting for you to make the move, the first move. He's ready, willing, and able. He's right there. He's ready. He's ready right now. Let's see what this guy, he's been praying. He wants a change in his life. He's been praying for this. He's been praying for that. Let's see what he's going to do today. Oh, a fool friend of his came over. They're going over to the liquor store. They're getting themselves a 40. I guess he's not ready today. Maybe tomorrow. What's he doing today? Oh, there's a job in the paper that says, "Will train." Oh, it's not the job exactly that he wants. Pays decent. He could go start there and get a start that way. But no. Oh, here comes that fool friend again. They're going to go get some weed now. I want to talk about that crap too. Legalizing that is a big mistake. But, and people run around this country talking about how oppressed they are. Really? Have you stepped back and looked at the rest of the world and seen real oppression? A lot of the oppression, or we think, or what's holding us back in life is because of choices we've made. Then there's people who in life, it's no fault of their own. There's people in refugee camps around this world who have suffered, who froze through the winter living in tents, begging for supplies, no fault of their own. They're oppressed. You with your EBT card and a bag of weed driving through McDonald's on every corner in this country, you're not oppressed. Sorry, I got no tears for that crap either. But anyhow, God is there. He's ready. He's willing and able. What are you going to do today? What is your struggle going to be? Will you take a class? Will you do something? Anything. He's waiting on you. He's not going to dump it in your lap. He's waiting on you to improve yourself, to make a change. Stop blaming everybody and everything else under the sun. Oh, it's society, it's this and that. That white privilege crap. Nobody ever handed me anything. I grew up poor. You know who talks about white privilege? These rich kids who did have everything handed to them and have some kind of guilt over it. Well, their fathers or their grandfathers, somebody in that family busted their asses and made it to where they could afford to do things and to go to school and didn't have to worry about, going to work at 16 if they wanted the things they want. Every Christmas they got everything they wanted, all that kind of stuff. Those are the people who talk about white privilege. Because I'm telling you, everybody in this country, no matter what color they are, struggles one way or another. They get up every day to go to work and to make things better for their families themselves. They ain't getting anything handed to them. I'll tell you that right now. So you can stow all that crap too. But back to it, the method. Who gives a damn? Meth heads, gang members. And here's the point I wanted to make. I brought it up a little bit about the 4 black kids who stomped a black girl. Could have killed her, seriously hurt her, sent her to the hospital, intensive care. Could have killed her for her Jordans. Do you think there's a difference between them and that cop that killed that man in Minneapolis? Tell me why. Because he had a uniform on? Because he was white? You see, our minds have been blinded by racial stuff and politics, and now the mixing of the two for the last at least 20 years. And the media has been right along hand in hand with it, portraying it, and popular culture has been portraying it and making the racial divide greater. You got to look at it this way. There's only one race, the human race. You say you don't look at color, but you find it awful that the white cop did what he did and not that the black kid. What's the difference? They could have killed her. Let's suppose they killed her. It's one human being needlessly killing another human being is how you have to look at it. Take the color out of it. Take the cop's uniform out of it. It is one human being needlessly killing another human being. There were mothers at these demonstrations and stuff, with their kids, and the cameras were right there, more than eager to listen to the spiel about, well, I brought my child here so that they understand that they're black and they're in America, and they're gonna have to deal with this type of racism and stuff like this. And then the mayor of Atlanta, the same thing. Did you take your kid and point out to him about being black in America, that he might get stomped for his Jordans? Last Halloween in Chicago, a gang member trying to kill another gang member shot a little girl. Did you take your child and tell them that's about part of being black in America? Did you? The mayor of Atlanta talking about how she's a mother and their mothers and this and that. Why weren't you in the street in Chicago when that little girl got shot? because there was no racial thing to add to it. No anti-society, no anti-police thing to add to it. But it's just as tragic, even more tragic. These gangs got to go too. 40 years, that shit all started in the 80s. 40 years you've been putting up with these street gang bullshit. We ain't got time for these clowns no more. No more. When that stuff happened in Baltimore and that guy got killed in police custody or died in police custody, they had gang members on the podium with the mayor and the police of that town. Really? You've got somebody who could care less about human life, lives a criminal life, on the podium condemning the police for what they did. Now, the police are necessary in any society. Gangs aren't. You're going to let the one that isn't necessary condemn the ones that are necessary every time they make a mistake. And let's talk about your gangs and your colors. You're terrorists. You understand that? You are no different than the Ku Klux Klan. Step back and look at it. I dare anybody to prove me I'm wrong. I dare you. Ku Klux Klan had their nice little outfits, get dressed up, would go terrorize black people, kill black people. What do street gangs do? They got their little outfits, their little colors. They terrorize their own communities and they kill other black people. Where's the difference, morons? Where is the difference? There ain't no difference. You got neighborhoods in Philadelphia and other places where they wear t-shirts about snitches get stitches or get killed and stuff like that. That's terrorism. You understand that? You're no different than the Klan. You're terrorizing your own neighborhood, your own people. You all should take your gangs, white supremacists, the Ku Klux Klan, the black supremacists, and all that. Get rid of your little outfits, your little costumes that you put on that makes you think you're separate and something part of something special or different, whatever. You know, those your bros, those your family, whatever your cause is. Take your little outfits off, your little bandanas, and your big white cone hats and everything, and everybody, whether you're white, black, whatever, Mexican, whatever group you belong to, take all your little costume shit off and just write moron across your forehead. And then you can all hang out together and be part of the same club. You get it? You can all just hang out together. You all got moron on your forehead. You ain't none of you any different than the other guy. And that's what people have to do, is step back and see that needless killing of one human being of another human being is no different. You can make it, you try and say a difference. Well, that guy was white and he killed a black guy. Or that guy was black, he killed a white guy. It's no different. There's only one race, the human race. And you want to try, and society's taught, and the media has taught, and pop culture has taught, that there's a difference. You should be outraged over one. You should be mad as hell and ready to tear everything down because a white cop killed somebody. But a black gang member shoots a little girl and there ain't nobody in the street. Nobody. You've all got your heads screwed on backwards. Where were you, moms, when them boys stomped that little girl for her Jordans? Where were you, moms, when that little girl got shot? You're out there now, you're loud and proud now, as long as you can point the finger and condemn somebody else. But when we got to put the mirror up and take a cold, hard look at reality and our own selves and our own communities, nobody wants to do that. Sorry. Can't speak out about them gangs because they're terrorists. They might come after you. You're saying you got to teach your children about living in fear of the police. Are you being equal? Are you teaching them to live in fear of the gangs who run around with snitches get stitches attitudes? You got to break free of the mindset, we all do, that we've been taught at least for the last 20 years. Tell me the difference. I dare you. What is the difference between what that cop did in Minneapolis and what some gang member does and shoots and kills a little kid? What is the difference? It's one human being needlessly killing another human being. But you say there's a difference. There ain't no difference. You're fooling yourself. And you're fooling yourself if you think everyone's got to shed a tear for you because you can't get your shit together and you want to blame society and you're out doing things you shouldn't do, and then the cops come along and plant your face in the sidewalk. All of a sudden, oh my goodness, how wrong that is. I'm sorry. Why were the cops there again? Why? It's the same thing with Rodney King. Had an arrest record as long as his arm, out driving drunk, on parole, didn't want to go back to jail, leads the cops on a chase. Was it wrong what them cops did? Yeah. But who brought it upon him? Upon himself. If Rodney hadn't been doing what he was doing, it wouldn't have happened. Oh, how can you say that was so awful? Yeah, it was awful. But you know, whether it's a white guy, whoever it is, I watch that show Cops and see a white guy start getting in a fight with a cop or whatever, and the cops, I'm like, hit him again. Screw him. All of a sudden, they're big and bad. All of a sudden, they're taking swings at the cops. The cops are supposed to let people take free punches at them, abuse them, hurt them, maybe kill them. They're supposed to allow that. And as soon as they take the guy to the ground, oh, you're hurting me. Can we grow up in this country? Like I said, I'm not excusing what that cop in Minneapolis did or any other cop that needlessly took the life of somebody. I'm saying when things happen, there's blame to go all around. And we have to take a serious look at that in this country, because this idea that nobody's at fault, it's just society and it's just the police, is bullshit. And I'm sorry through my language, through all these, but that's the truth. It is. And you're taking this country further down the rabbit hole. You talk about, oh, we got so many people in prison and everything. Well, we need to change the culture. We don't need to change the laws and make more crap legal that shouldn't be legal. And we don't need to be letting people out who shouldn't be let out. Just to ease the consciences that there's too many people in prison. Need to change the culture. Start teaching people to live their lives right, to make an attempt to achieve, to function in society instead of being antisocial and hating everybody and everything that isn't like them. That's what the problem is. I'm sorry. I got no sympathy for meth heads, whoever they are, gang members, whatever. You are making choices. You are making choices, bad choices, and then when the consequences come, you don't want to deal with it. You want everybody to cry for you. Enough is enough. 40 years of Bloods and Crips and all the other crap is enough. And you're letting them get on podiums with the mayor and the police? You're coddling these fools? These terrorists, these little thugs? They're no different than the Klan. Just get a Klan member up there. Same difference. One terrorist, same as another terrorist, different colors, different color skin, different uniforms, different little costumes. Don't matter if they're drug cartels or whatever, meth heads, we can't tolerate this no more. Society doesn't have the time for this crap no more. And the whole human race of every color has to stand up and say so. You can't coddle these criminals and stuff just because they're the same color as you. You can't. Your whole neighborhoods are going to collapse. Any progress you've made is going to go down the toilet. All this looting and everything. I've got no problem if the cops right now show up and there's looting going on, if they beat the hell out of every single person there. Got no problem with it. Even if my own son was there, got no problem with it. Beat his ass. And then when you bring him home, I'm going to beat his ass some more. Shouldn't be there. Shouldn't be doing that stuff. I've taught my son since the time he was knee-high, you don't steal. You don't do things like that. He threw a fit one time because we were at my apartments. They had a basketball court and a tennis court kind of combination thing. And we were down shooting hoops. And then when we were leaving, he saw some tennis balls that were laying over by the fence. He wanted to pick them up and take them home. I said, they're not yours. But somebody just left them here. I don't care. They're not yours. They might come back for them. They might have left them here so people can share them and play tennis. You don't know. No, Dad, finders, keepers, losers, weepers. I said, you don't take stuff that's not yours. Period. End of story. And I've taught him just like my mom taught me my whole life. You want something in life, you got to work for it. Nobody owes you nothing. You get what you put in, you get what you pay for. It ain't going to fall into your lap. You have to make the effort. But I want you all to think about that. You think the Bloods and the Crips and these gangs and all this crap, you think you're any different than the Klan? You ain't. You're all a bunch of losers. Like I said, write moron on your foreheads. Get rid of your cute little costumes. You won't have to go through the trouble of getting the right colors and outfits together anymore. You'll just have moron on your forehead, and you can all go hang out together. White, black, brown, whatever racist group you're from, whatever gang you're from. Don't give a damn. If your motorcycle club selling meth, whatever, and the cops bash your friggin' heads in, I don't give a damn. Don't come crying to society. You made a choice. You took the chance. And then when it all comes down, oh my God, somebody feels sorry for me. Screw you. We don't have time for you anymore. It's 2020. Do you understand? The year 2020. Time to grow up, people. Time to all be on the same page. There's one race, the human race. Stop differentiating. Oh, it's wrong for that white cop to kill a black guy, but it's not so bad that a black gang member killed another black guy or killed a little girl that got in the way. That's not so bad. We won't get out in the street for that. We won't get out there in the street on that one. We'll use what the cop did to go loot Target and everywhere else, though. We'll use Rodney King to pull innocent people out of their cars and kill them live on the evening news in Los Angeles. Torture them and kill them live on TV. Had nothing to do with Rodney King at all. We're driving home from work. That's okay. That's okay, though. I wonder, is there a memorial in LA on that street corner for those people? We should do a where are they now? What happened to the people that did that? They still in prison? Where are they? What happened to them? Were they ever caught? Where are they now? Let's do an LA 92 revisited. Let's take a look at that. See who was prosecuted or how much of that was mulled over. I remember Jesse Jackson. Well, you have to understand their anger. You have to understand what? Understand what? Pulling people out of their cars and murdering them in the street? There's something to understand about that? There's an excuse for that? There ain't no excuse for that. They didn't have shit to do with Rodney King. There ain't no excuse for what's going on now. And the news media is still calling all these people protesters. They're not protesters. They're rioters. They're looters. They're criminals. You want to have a protest, you want to have a vigil, you want to make a statement, go have a candlelight vigil somewhere at a church. That, I believe, is a peaceful demonstration. Trampling through the street and throwing rocks and crap at police, that ain't a peaceful demonstration. I don't care what face you put on it. And then using that as an excuse to go and loot. You're not doing race relations or relations with the police any bit of good. Not one bit of good. Like I said at the beginning of the last one. Even the police across this country condemned and were outraged by what they saw in that video. All of America had sympathy for the victim, George Floyd, and all of America was condemning that cop and that police department for what was going on, and were disgusted by what they saw. And now that's gone. It's gone because of the looters and the rioters. It's gone because of the violence and the lunatics screaming into TV cameras. You know, and threatening to kill cops and things like that. It's gone. You had a moment where you had the sympathy of the whole country with you. And now all you people ought to be ashamed of yourselves that have done all this. You don't understand the damage you have done is more than just the robbery and the burning and stuff and everything. You don't understand. The damage you have done in perception in the psychology of this country. You don't get it. You don't freaking get it. You saw an opportunity to go and steal whatever the hell you wanted to. The hell with everything else. The hell with the cause. The hell with George Floyd. The hell with race relations. The hell with everything. You decided what was in that target was what you wanted. You should be real proud of yourselves. You should really, really, really be proud of yourselves. You friggin' losers. Does everybody out there understand something about Judgment Day when the books are open? You're going to be asked what you did with your time on this earth. What'd you do? Like I was saying before about God's ready to help. Ready, willing, and able. What'd you do with your time? Oh, let's see. For 6 weeks straight, you did nothing but hang out with your friends, play video games. Didn't do anything. Could have took a class. Could have got a job. Let's see over here. Oh, spent your time hanging out with the gang Crips. Is that what it is? Crips. The Bloods. Spent your time doing that. Oh, let's see. Oh, you were in the Klan. Okay. When the books are opened, everything you do in your life. Same teaching in every religion. When the books are open, there's a record of your life. For everything you did positive and everything you did negative. What'd you do with your time? Man, that was a tragedy about that cop killing that guy. What'd you do about it? Oh, you looted a Target. Well, I don't think that help matters. Gee. Isn't there something else you could have done, maybe? When the books are opened, y'all better remember that. Y'all better grow up, lose your little costumes and your gang affiliations and all the other crap you're involved in. One human being killing another human being needlessly is the same thing, whether it's a cop, a white cop doing it, or it's a black guy doing it to another black guy or to a woman, whatever it is. Do you think the excuses you have are going to fly on Judgment Day? Well, I had to be in a gang because of society. Really? Well, how come that guy over there didn't have to be in a gang because of society? How come that guy over there finished school? He's a black kid too. Let's see. You joined a gang, did all this crap, shot some other black kids. This other kid grew up the same area you did. He finished school, went and got a good job, works at a computer firm, all this other stuff, gives in charity. You're going to be asked about the choices you've made in life. Remember that. All right. Like I said, a lot of what I said, you might be angry with, might disagree with. Prove me wrong. I dare you. Prove me wrong. All right, wish everybody the best out there. Be safe. Keep praying for guidance and the truth for a better world. Wish you all the best out there. God bless.